yoga poses for happiness and lifting your mood. So any pose that's about mood enhancing is generally going to be some form of a backward bend. So I'm going to teach you these poses, different variations of them. You can do them on their own if you want to, or you can intertwine them into a yoga practice. If you are going to intertwine them into a yoga practice, you want to warm the body up with a few sun A's. So that's just like hands high, bowing forward, you know, like just getting there. You just want to warm your spine up a bit before you come into some of these kind of like hardcore. They're not that hardcore. I'm going to start with the easier ones. Back bends. The number one rule with backward bends is listen to your body. Often in yogs, we don't turn our tummy on to protect our spine, and that's how you can kind of hurt yourself. So I'll give you different variations. I've got my little note section here so I can make sure that I don't miss anything. But our first backward bend we're going to start with today is quite a passive one. It's called Sphinx Pose. So you want your shoulders stacked above your elbows. I like my toes facing one another, and you can just chill here, yeah? It's a yin pose. So they'll still throw it into a vinyasa class, but it can be passive, which means you can hold it for quite a while, literally up to 7 minutes or so. A cool thing, if this isn't comfy for you or you feel like you're dumping into your shoulders or it's a bit clunky in your neck, is using a bolster, which I happen to have right here. This is designed by my mate Amy Whiting, by the way. So if you want more information about them, I'm gonna put a link under this video. But she makes specially bolsters. So you can use the bolster like this. It makes it more passive again, but it's a really nice way to still start getting a heart opener without like feeling like you're jacking right into your heart, yeah? I'm going to pull it out though to show you the progression of Sphinx to Seal because they're highly linked. So we're just going to chunk him out of the way. So this is Seal. So you want to feel nice like in your spine here. It should feel pretty good. Just again, check in. Yeah, and then when I'm going to hold Seal for a while, or just often let my head be heavy. I just don't want to be doing these ones, but I'll be like this. Okay, now from Seal, we have the option to come in, from Sphinx, we have the option to come into Seal. All you do is bring your hands, palms out to the corners of your mat, and you press up to them like this. It is bitey in your lower spine, so really listen to it here. And a lot of people will hold this for quite a while. You don't need to. If it feels bitey, you just come back down to Sphinx. You know, 5-10 breaths, and then back into Seal. So these are gentle heart openers. They're gentle enough that you could do them at night. They're not going to give you too much energy. I'm going to show you two more kind of what people would think are gentler. They're actually not that gentle, but they're not as hardcore as what our final back bend is. Okay, so this one is Cobra. So when we do a flow, we go high plank, low plank, up dog, or Cobra, downward facing dog. So this is a Cobra. So when we've come from our downward facing dog, and then we find high plank, low plank, and then you come all the way down to the mat. Cobra pose, you peel the heart off the mat. If you want to make this harder and 100% back strength, you float the hands off the mat. Nice. If you're like, oh, that doesn't feel like I'm doing much, like I'm not getting too much of a backward bend out of this, then an up dog is beautiful to hold. So again, we'll start from downward facing dog, high plank, low plank, up dog. So this is a much more active backward bend. You hold this more than about 10 breaths and you're going to start feeling it. Just be careful not to do these ones and let your tummy splay out. You want to be quite on for this. But here for 10 breaths is like pretty bitey. It's pretty powerful backward bend. And then downward facing dog. Whew, I'm already getting sweaty. Okay, we're coming into Camel next, Ustrasana. So all you're going to do is drop your knees to the mat. You want to check in that your knees are hip width distance apart. Good trick for that is 2 fist widths distance, so like this. And then you're going to pretend like you're putting your hands in jeans pockets, so facing downwards, 1, 2. And then you want to shimmy the shoulder blades close together, so think about bringing the elbows close together. Peel the heart up and then over, like this. And then if it feels good, you can reach back for your heels. Think about the heart peeling open, let the head be heavy. You can be here for like 5 breaths. To come out, you want to be really careful. So you want to support your lower spine. So one hand to the lower back, second hand to the lower back, and then come out. You're going to want to come into a child's pose. Don't come into a hero's pose. Palms up to receive energy, palms down to ground energy, and just let that settle in your body. If you're going to do camel pose, it is a peak back bend, like I can feel I've got energy now. Do 3 rounds. You'll get more depth each round. I'm going to do 3 rounds with you so that I'll talk you through it. There are different variations as well. So second round, the option is you can let the knees splay a little bit wider, which I have done here. So I can probably fit 3 fifth widths now. And then you want to just hook the hands, palms facing down, peeling up, over, then reaching the heels. If the heels feel too far away, you can absolutely have the toes tucked under, makes it a bit easier. And then remember, when we come out, we're going to support our lower spine, and then out. And just shut the eyes, let it settle here. It's a really intense back bend, so you should feel heat in your spine. Probably make you sweat a bit. One interesting other thing about camel pose, it can make you want to throw up. Should probably warn you about that at the start. It's just a really full-on heart opener. A lot of people don't like it. I couldn't practice it for 6 months after a breakup because it kept making me cry. It's a massive heart opener. Be okay with whatever comes up, obviously not the voms. You don't want to be vomiting on your yoga mat. So like, listen to your body, see how you're feeling, tune into that. Third and final round. So when we come out of this round, we are going to end in a child's pose because it's our final round. We're not going to do another back bend after this. It's a bit, when you do it between each backward bend, it's kind of like, it's not phenoms on the spine. So we're going to go back. This will be our deepest one. So you can reach back and then you can really kind of like elongate and let the head be heavy and push the hips forward. Heart open. And then when you come out, just remember to do it really safely. And then totally fine to come into a wide leg child's pose. You've got the option of hands facing forward like this, or you can let them chill out around your feet here. These are all poses to make you happier. They're all poses that open your heart. Really good before a date, really good before a big meeting, really good before you travel, just really good for feeling happy and open and like the best version of you, you know? Big love, let me know below what other yoga vids you'd like to see.